I've made a couple of videos on friendships before, and I think it's time for another one. There's been a lot of comments saying like, yeah, okay, making friends is slightly easier for me, but maintaining them is a whole other ballgame. I agree. And recently, why is there always noise when I film? We're just gonna have to live with it. Recently, I've really been struggling to understand the whole concept of maintaining friends. It's massive. The first video I made on friendships, I wasn't in a very socially healthy place. Second time, back in October, November was it? I was in a great place, and I'm still in a great place. It's just now, it's got to the point where I've reached social capacity, meaning that I have that many people in my life now that I struggle to keep track of everything and everyone. So recently I've been learning, how do I do that? How am I meant to split my time between all these different people? And the question is, should I actually be? It sounds weird when I say this, but I'm at the point in my life where I'm that busy, I don't have room for any unhealthy friendships, which regardless of how busy you are, should just be your mantra anyway. Mantra? Is that the right word? I think so. Recently, any friendship that's been a bit toxic, or if people have like lied or something, no, I haven't got a chance for you to, no, go. So that's good because that gets rid of some of the quantity. But the struggle is of how do you divide it between the people who actually deserve your time. When I was younger, I used to split it into levels. I used to have my best friends, I used to have my friends, and then I'd have my acquaintances. And that was about it. But now it's a lot more complicated. There's a lot more groups than that, especially doing what I do. Being a professional, you have professional friends who aren't quite normal friends, but you still talk to them as much. That blows my mind. YouTube, there's lots of people that you get along with, but you're not friends. So you don't have to give them... confusing. One thing that I think is a whole video in itself is what's the difference between a friend and a professional friend, but I'll make a whole video on that. That will be part 4 when I have a better idea of it. But with all these categories, I can't split it down into rules like I used to do. You know, best friends I used to talk to X amount of times per week, and then friends a little bit less, and then acquaintances rarely. And that worked for a bit until I started getting extreme with it. One thing I couldn't account for was my friends were getting busier. So was I. But I was thinking, okay, that means I still need to continue doing what I'm doing because that's working. But because someone's getting busier, they may have less time to give to you. That's not a bad thing, it's just they physically don't have the time. Therefore, me sticking to my rules of, no, we must talk this many times per week, could be a bit intrusive and a bit much. Hence the line in my first video, actually. I can have friends, great friends that mean the world to me, though I can obsess over them and that can be hard for me to see. Still remember it. My friends now are either friends that I've had for like decades now. I've either made them through YouTube or I've made them professionally. All the people who enter and I allow to enter into my life now are all extremely passionate, creative, brilliant, amazing people, because that's how I like to, you know, how the people I like to have in my life. Problem being though, as time goes on, we have less and less time to give to each other. It just means we can't talk as much as we used to. That's fine. Because one thing that I've done in the past, I've gone from the complete extreme of talking all the time to then not talking at all because I thought they were too busy, and then they've been like, why are you not talking to me? And you're like, oh. Being in school is a lot different to being an adult. In school, you're with people every day, therefore if you don't talk to someone for 2 days, they can have an absolute fit. Whereas in an adult world, if you don't talk to someone in 2 days, that's fairly normal. If you don't talk to someone in 2 weeks, 2 months even sometimes, and that's alright. Another point to bring up in maintenance is the fact of how much of it should actually be on you, how much should be on them. You know, a friendship should be a two-way thing. It shouldn't just be you putting in all this effort. Sometimes it actually has to be, and it's okay, is what I've learned, because I've always been told they don't care, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, in my case, people are that busy that sometimes they need a prompt. Sometimes I need prompting, and that's okay. I've just realised recently that if someone's filling me with stress, annoyance, not sadness, no one really particularly upsets me, those aren't people that need to be in my life. I don't have to be on bad terms with them, but I don't have to be on good terms with them. I can just leave people neutral. There are some snakes in this world. I've realised in the YouTube world, people aren't always wanting to be your friend to be your friend. They might want to use you, your audience, your creativity, your whatever. And I'm not very good at distinguishing that, although I have quite a good, like, natural instinct. I'd be interested to hear what you all have to say on this. Do you find it hard maintaining friends? That was very sing-songy. What are your specific struggles? Are you too keen? Are you too not keen? I feel it's great that every time I'm making a video on friendship, I feel I've come on leaps and bounds since my last video on it, and hopefully that will happen again. So let me know in the comments what you feel about all this. Have you got any tips too? Like I've said there, I've been quite vague and like ooh-y about it. Not really tips, just more my thoughts on it all. So if anyone has any like solid tips, please leave them in the comments. Let everyone know. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.